and I performed the abortion and took the life, innocent, the fetus, the baby. It went through my hand into my heart, and it hardened me. It also hardened the mother. So I went from being self-centered and self-assured to, oh my God, what am I doing? My heart broke. I started crying. The Mother of God came back into my life and loved me as a child. And once again, growing up in a Catholic way, go back to confession, communion, pray. Pray with your heart. I went to my professors and I told them, I said, I no longer can perform abortions. And that's when my wife and I stopped the other practice and we opened up our own practice here in Virginia. We began to see patients on this couch, and they came from all over. And now we see 20,000 patient visits a year. We do close to 700 deliveries a year. It's more than just treating a disease. We want to help people become healthier, happier, and holier.
Tell me something about myself. Whenever I go to the doctor, I make an act of faith. If the doctor says to me, you take this pill, I will have it. You have to stop.
I'm fine. And yet all of us are pushing in our hearts for something more. The why. The why is that we've removed Christ from the equation. I fully believe that there is going to be a spiritual reawakening in our lifetime, because I don't see any other answer across the world that has the capacity to transform our hearts from hearts of stone to hearts of flesh, to love more. The only answer is God's mercy. Speaking to someone who's killed many, many human lives. Absolutely, Juan Manuel. Absolutely. He's there especially for people who have led horrific lives, no matter what, because his love is unconditional. He would have died on the cross for one person. He loves us that much. But back at the founding of this great nation, we believe that God provided this great country. Our God, Mother tells us,
And wrestling combat between the arm of God and the arm of the world power.
Sure.
Legislators, bankers, opinion leaders. Who's going to win?
In the short term, they may appear to be winning, but in the long term, David always beats Goliath. Praying from the heart, the Eucharist, confession, fasting, and conversion. Those are the weapons our Lord has given us. Anyone can pick this up. My grandmother, a young boy, a homeless man, a wealthy man, people who are not even Catholic can use this. This is what's going to transform the hearts of legislators, transform the heart of bankers, transform the heart of teachers, of doctors, of film producers, of mothers, of fathers, of children, if we just give them a chance. It's always about love, Manuel. That's all it's about. You can love in medicine, you can love in education, you can love in banking. That's just respecting the dignity of the human person. We are coming to an age where you can no longer be on the fence, Manuel. Are you on the fence?
I don't know, maybe yes. It's hard to jump on the other side of the fence and forget about the other side.
It is, but there is, just realize there is a perfect time for that. Know in your heart when it is.
Do you have any prescription for me?
Actually, I do, Manuel. I do. So first prescription is you need to go to Medjugorje.
That's a long way.
It is, but I'm a doctor. And the only thing you have to do is open your heart. Whatever that means to you, I know your heart is fine, open it up when you're there. And the second prescription, we're all on a journey, right? I want you to go to Las Vegas.
Say that again, please.
You know, Las Vegas, Nevada.
The lights,
the
gambling.
Yeah, Las Vegas, Nevada. And you need to go see this person.
Okay. A dancer?
Correct.
Do you want me to meet a dancer?
I want you to follow the prescription.
I will ask my wife. Thank you. I go to Las Vegas first.
Please keep me informed.
Okay, that'll do. Thank you so much.
Juan Manuel, thank you so much.
Nice coach.
Good cap.
Stay in your couch. That's home.
Money makes the world go round, the world go round, the world go round. Money makes the world go round, it makes the world go round. Money makes the world go round, the world go round, the world go round. Money makes the world go round, it makes the world go round. Money makes the world go round, the world go round, the world go round. Money makes the world go round, it makes the world go round. We're in money, we're in money. We got what it takes to get along. We're in the money, we're in the money. Oh, man, listen, you agree, you done us wrong. We never see a headline, not a red line today. And we still have on, we still look like God, like in the eye. We're in the money, come on now, honey. Let's it for me, come on. Let's it for me, come on. Let's it for me, come on.
Hello.
Yes,
I'm the advocate of the devil.
the advocate of the devil. Come in.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, nice to meet you.
I got the music in me. 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 I feel good. I feel good. I feel good in me. I feel good in me. I got the music in me.
Well, to be honest, I don't know why I'm here. A doctor recommended me to go to Medjugorje and to visit you. And I can't see any relationship.
Easy. I saw the story of Medjugorje on the television, and I was not Catholic. I was Episcopalian. They were showing the people climbing this mountain in Medjugorje, and it was Mount Kruševec. I had been diagnosed with the multiple sclerosis, and I thought, I've been on airplanes for decades. I could go anywhere, I could dance and fly across the stage. But now, I learned that the mother of Jesus is on the earth, and I cannot go because I'm lame and crippled. And I was crying my heart out because I wanted to see Mary. And in the twinkling of an eye, an orb, a big bubble of light came floating across the room. And when it got close to me, it was a beautiful woman. And I knew it was Mary. And she said these words, "You too will climb Mount Kruševec." And that's all she said, "You too will climb Mount Kruševec." And she smiled, and the bubble and the orb just backed away, and she disappeared. And so that's my connection with Medjugorje, is the Virgin Mary saying, "I insist that you're going." And I did. It was a long, long flight. A lot of problems. They had to sit and wait and sit on the floor. God allows a lot of things, discouragements and things. But your heart has to be more willing to do something than to complain. You have to have such a desire to get to where Mary is that these things are nothing. And they were nothing because the goal was to. As far as my fears, I recognize something along the way. God doesn't give you more than you can carry. If we don't carry it, we just don't want to, or we're afraid to. But it's not because we can't. I intend to carry mine. Am I going to be afraid of something scary? Sure, I'm a human. Jesus himself was frightened. When he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, he said he saw what he had to accomplish for the whole human race, the sins of all of us.
But
that was such a heavy load. He said to the Father, if it be possible, take this cup away from me. He was frightened. But then he said, but not as I will, thy will be done. I'll tell you a secret. It took me years to be ready to say, I will, to say yes, because I'm afraid. And I say, Daddy, he says we can call him Daddy. We call him Abba, Father. Daddy, I'm frightened out ahead. But not as I will, thy will be done. I can die tomorrow. I'm ready to go home. And each day that I live, I'm delighted that I'm God's child.
Why don't we pray together? Our Father, give us this day.
And then may that he should be repaid. If I could say anything to the world and I thought the world would listen to me, I would say, for once in your life, wake up. Jesus is watching every minute of your life, every second, every day. And he's just waiting for one thing from you, simply to say, thank you. I thank you because you love me so much.
sorry, Lola, I don't see him, I don't hear him, I don't touch him, and you're asking me to believe in him and to love him. I would love to do it, but I see nothing.
Why don't you pray about it with all your heart? God will answer you. Don't fight anymore. Don't try to solve everything yourself as if you don't have a God. You do have a God. We're talking about this mighty God. He created the world. He created the children we have. He created families we have. Those are gifts from God. You did nothing to earn them. Freely given. So we must learn from that we must freely give back. His heart has been hurt so much by his own children. And the most important thing is to stop that. Say, I don't want to hurt your heart anymore. I love you and I thank you for making me. And the most important thing is to get home to God in heaven. That's your home. That's where you came from. That's where love created you as a little tiny helpless little thing out of love. Heaven is all about true love. Not love because you get something in return, you like this person and then what they're going to give you in return. Nothing like that. You love God for God's sake. So in heaven, there's a lot of grateful people. And in heaven, there's no old age, no disease, and no death. In heaven, I can't wait to go because you don't need any Max Factor. You look adorable every day.
Well, you do adorable, even now.
Richard can wake up some days and look a mess. He said, oh. But nobody looks a mess in heaven. What I feel for God and in heaven is so strong in me that I have to get there. I don't know if you want to listen to little old me, but it's no skin off your nose if you don't love God, the one who created you. How long could you ever be to say, I don't believe everything I've heard, but I'm thankful for how you made me, some of the things I've experienced, some of the gifts you've given me, that I'm alive, who I love, or whatever. You must be thankful for something. You better acknowledge acknowledge him now before you die, because it will be too late. The Virgin Mary said in Medjugorje that Satan is stepping up his evil so much because his time is very short, and he knows it. And you must be willing to humble yourself and drop to your knees and beg God for you and your brothers and sisters on this earth, for a future on this earth. Because Jesus talks about the end times. There is such a thing as the end. And he will come and he will reign in glory. And anything that he says must come true.
Jefa, desde hace días he perdido. Confío en que reciba mi mensaje. A estas alturas empiezo a sentir el cansancio. No sé si avanzo o retrocedo, porque sigo con la misma duda. Sería hermoso que existiera una receta capaz de superar los odios y los miedos. Con estas dudas llego a Bosnia y Herzegovina, dispuesto a investigar lo que sucede en esa aldea llamada Medjugorje. He quedado en Mostar, a 25 kilómetros, con una intérprete local. Cuesta creer que la paz y el silencio de estas calles hayan sido violadas ayer por...
Y aquí, mientras estamos en la Tierra,